The public consultation period on the proposed changes to the policy that guides the issuing of VSAT licences and the associated fee level has been extended by a month. This follows requests FIG received, and they have agreed to extend the current public consultation to ensure that the consultation process is as complete and inclusive as possible. In response to the news, the Starlink petition group released the following statement. We appreciate the careful consideration and understand the importance of ensuring due process is observed. The Starlink petition group's efforts began in May 2024 and culminated in the petition being submitted to MLAs on July the 11th. Since then, we have seen sustained public engagement and multiple consultations. While we understand the importance of the process, we must question whether these repeated consultations yield new insights or are simply revisiting the same ground. While we are disappointed by this latest delay, we have received it in good faith. However, we remain deeply concerned that this will not be the last. We thank the MLAs and FIG for their continued engagement and hard work, but we respectfully urge no more delays, no more consultations. Let us move forward. We spoke to communications regulator Chloe Freeman to find out how regulatory works are progressing.
The extension to the government's consultation impacts my decision making about Starlink. We're not really sure what the operating environment will be based off whether or not the government reforms its policy and fee. Consultation often is like a legal requirement, so it's important that that is done correctly. If it isn't, then these things do have to formally be done all over again, and nobody wants that. So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is that these are quite complicated matters, and it's quite often, if you look around the world, changing a market from a monopoly and introducing an element of competition, it's not a simple process, so it does take time. However, I appreciate that people want to use a service, and there has been a carve out in legislation to allow them to do that. People want to comply with the law and people want to comply with the regulations, and when those are being paused and consulted on, that frustrates the consumer experience. So I think myself, the government, want to resolve these issues as quickly as possible. Nobody's dragging their feet, absolutely not.